In this lesson, we are moving deeper into the power of CSS, focusing on pseudo-elements. Pseudo-elements allow you to style parts of an HTML, even parts that doesn't exist in your HTML. You can add icons, shapes, highlights, counters, tooltips, text effects, and much more. Let's start by understanding what pseudo-element is. Pseudo-elements act like extra elements that CSS generates for you. They start with two columns, like before or after, and let you style a specific part of a real HTML element. Now, let me dive right into the before pseudo element. This before pseudo element enables us to insert content before the element's actual content. This is commonly used to add icons, labels, shapes, decorative elements, arrows, and much more. Now over here, let me show you this with an example. Let me remove this paragraph, I don't want this. And let me create an extra element right here, having a class name. Let's say, what are you doing? Let's say, what are you doing now? What are you doing now? Now let me style this using pseudo elements. So to do this over here, I'm just going to add a class name over here. Let's say class important. So using this class selector, let me add some property value here. Here we have what are you doing? And then first, I don't want this child element. Let me remove this and come over here and add this pseudo element. Take a look. Here we have a class name. And then here we have before, which is pseudo element. Then this class name and this pseudo element is separated by two columns right here. You see, here we have. Then content, I'm just going to add this content over here. The content maybe it can be empty or you can add this. And color orange and font size here we have. So when I save, take a look. You see? Yes. That's it, right? This before pseudo element enables us to add any content before the element right here. Let me say this empty and just then with, let me say, with 100 pixel and 8. Also, let's say 100 pixel. So when I save, and now let me add a background color for this. Background color, let's say blue. Not only this, you can add this an arrow. In order to add an arrow over here, what I would like to do is I'm just going to say using this, we have an important class selector right here. And now let me add position relative. Let me set the position relative. In the next episode, we will see how to position an items through an HTML document. So for the time being, let me show you the highlight part. It is, for example, here we have the parent element, important element right here, have a class name important. So position relative, if the position for this parent element relative, this should be absolute. Position and absolute. Take a look when I save. You see, here we have. So you can generate an arrows, shapes, whatever you want using pseudo elements, just like this one. So let me decrease the width to 10 pixel and the height to also 10 pixel. And then when I save, take a look, here we have, and top should be, let's say 10 pixel. You see, let me increase to 100 pixel. You see, and margin bottom, let's say margin bottom, let's say 20 pixel. Let me do this margin bottom over here. Yes, and now to 20 pixel right here. Here we have. And now let me increase the width to 100%. Here we have, right? This is underlined right here. This is done by using pseudo elements, which is before, right? No matter, I will teach you exactly what this position is all about in the next episode. So for the time being, we have explored how to use these pseudo elements. Again, the another one is the after pseudo element. The after pseudo-element works the same to the before pseudo-element, but it inserts content after an element. Take a look this right here. Over here, we have a button, and then what I would like to do is I'm just going to insert icons after this text right here. So to do this, over here, I'm just going to create a class name. Let's say class name download btn, and using this class selector, I'm just going to do something over here. Let's say here we have property value pair. Here we have download button. You can remove this if you want. You can remove this. Here we have download btn right here, position again relative, padding to the right 30 pixel. Here we have, and we have a pseudo class element selector after. Then what I would like to do is I'm just going to insert this content, these icons right here after the text, and then position absolute right 10 pixel, top 50 pixel, translate in the y direction by 50%. So when I save, take a look. Here we have the result. Now let me remove this disabled right here. Let me comment out this disabled right here. Here we have, right? We have just inserted this icon using pseudo elements. Awesome. This is how to use the after pseudo element in order to create icons, in order to add icons, in order to what? In order to create shapes, arrows, and much more. The other one is the styling part of text, the first letter pseudo element. You can use pseudo element to style the first letter of a paragraph or creating a drop cap effect like in magazines and blogs. Take a look this with an example. Let me say what I would like to do is I'm just going to style this, the first letter for this H3 element. So to style the first letter for this H3 element, what I would like to do is I'm just going to add over here, we have an H3 element. Let's say H3 element. Now I'm just going to change this H3 element right here, and then we have first letter. So we are going to increase the font size to 30 rem and the font weight to bold the float to the left and margin to the right 8 pixels. So when I save, take a look. You see? Now instead of H3, let me change this into paragraph. This paragraph tag, let me create another paragraph tag over here, and we are learning CSS course. We are learning CSS course. Now let me start this. Change this to do this. I'm just going to change this H3 to paragraph and observe the result. You see? Here is a magazine style. We are learning CSS. Margin to bottom, margin right. Remove this. Yes. Margin right. I don't want this margin right again. Take a look. Here we have a magazine style, right? You see? Awesome. Then the first letter for this paragraph is W. So this W, which is the first letter, have this property value pair, font size 3 rem, and font weight bold. The next one is the first line pseudo element. Let me add this pseudo element right here. Let me style this paragraph again. And add this pseudo element right here, first line. Text transform, uppercase, letter spacing, to pixel. You see, here we have the first line. So now when I save, take a look. You see, here we go. The first line for this paragraph will be changed into uppercase. To understand in better way, let me change this paragraph right here. Let's say here we have the paragraph and save. Take a look. And then now let me remove this again. When I save, here we have, you see, the first letter for this paragraph right here, Y, which is Y, have this property value pair, font size, rem, and font weight, bold. So using this first letter, you can use pseudo-element to style the first letter of a paragraph, creating drop cap effect like magazines and blogs. Yes. So now let me change the color for this color. Let's say to red. Yes. You see, here we have. This is done by using the first letter pseudo element. Now let me style. Now again we have another pseudo element which is first line. So we have P and then we have first line. Here we have pseudo element right here, first line. And then now let me change the color for this first line element right here. So color, let's say blue violet, right? So when I save and observe the result right here. So the first paragraph, the first line will be styled just like this one. As you can see here, the text color for this first line of this paragraph is changed just like this one. You see, take a look. This is done by using first line pseudo element selector. The another one is the marker selector. This marker pseudo-element selector allows you to style a list of bullets and numbers. This is extremely useful for modern UI lists. Take a look this with an example. So to understand better, let me create a UI tag over here. Let's say you are an order list. And now let me add some of list item right here. Let's say first list. Here we have first item and second item. So now let me start using this marker pseudo-element selector. Yes, we have this marker, and now let me change the color to red and the font size to be 1.2 rem. So take a look at the result. Here we have, you see, we have the marker just like this one. You see, what cool is that? You can add bullet points using this marker pseudo-element selector. You can increase the font size as well if you want. If you increase the font size, just like this one, here we have beautiful, which is bullet points. Well then everyone, you now have a strong understanding how to use pseudo-element selectors that use it constantly in modern UI design in order to create icons, badges, decorative shapes, and more. In the next lesson, we are going to explore colors and backgrounds, where you learn gradients, background images, and overlay techniques. I will see you in the next lesson.